and he was just aggravated at the world around him because he felt that he didn't make enough money. He felt that he did not have the resources to do what he wanted to do, and he felt that the world essentially was collapsing around him. Oh, isn't this terrible? I forgot the outlet where I read this, but anyway, he when he was asked what he then wanted as an alternative to the situation, he said, "I want things to be like they were when I was in college." And what they were when he was in college was essentially living a lifestyle of scholarly luxury on debt. It's an IOU in the ivory tower, more or less. And I think a lot of younger people have this rather oddball expectation about life. Meanwhile, it's getting harder and harder for young people to make a go of it relative to the past because they have more debt and wages are not adjusted for inflation, what they used to be, nor are they increasing with the cost of living in society. And this isn't just an American thing, it's pretty much all across the West. So, at least across the developed West. I don't know about Eastern Europe, it's probably even worse there, actually. So there is this unfortunate mentality that's coinciding with an unfortunate economic trend in Western life. The rise of psychotropic drugs. So many people are antidepressants. They're on all these pills that are designed to, make them essentially escape from their own reality. Far more so than in the past, this stuff is prescribed, and I really think that it's produced something of a societal daze, if that makes any sense at all. And the fact that this stuff is so prevalent, I think, speaks to a real deficiency of satisfaction in Western life. The consequences of this, I think we're already experiencing them. They are just very, they're very negative, to say the least.
That's kind of weird that white life expectancy is dropping. So there is a significant portion of the population who is enduring great despair, particularly I think that portion of the population who's lost its jobs in manufacturing. And so I don't think the answer is psychotropics. I think the answer is jobs. Mm-hmm. The most important thing is to address the decline in general intelligence by incentivizing people most likely to produce productive offspring to have more of them, and to disincentivize people most likely to produce non-productive offspring to have fewer of them. People did not evolve to be gullible.
And there are always going to be in some societies people who adopt a more, shall we say, non-traditionalist approach when it comes to romance, when it comes to politics, when it comes to pretty much anything imaginable. And so that is what it is. But the media itself, brainwashing everyone, I don't think that's it. I think people choose to watch certain kinds of media because they already have predispositions toward one belief system or another, and they want confirmation bias. But at the same time, this confirmation bias builds an echo chamber that can be deafening, and so it probably makes people who have one view or another even more radical about the view which they hold, and that can produce a terrible, terrible situation for society because then people don't listen to each other. Like on a program like this, you hear quite a few different perspectives, and it's a long form interview format show, and so people just talk and they speak their piece, and that's that. But a lot of folks don't like that. What they like is to hear something that's easily digestible, the infamous 30 or even 10-second soundbite, and that's what they get in most media outlets, unfortunately. And the results of that, it produces this sort of it was already an instant gratification oriented society, but it reinforces that. And I think it dumbs society down and it makes people less likely, even though they have access to information more easily now than ever before, it makes them less likely to actually seek out information that they need in order to learn about things which impact their lives in a very real way.
People don't breed well in captivity, and so there is widespread despair among many Americans, many Europeans, that essentially they feel that their societies have been hijacked and are operated contrary to their best interests. So I'm wondering if there's going to be a Trump baby boom, if perhaps how much the election of, say, Donald Trump changes people's spirits and helps them to develop a healthier attitude on life and more interest in getting married and having kids.